Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sing. Please pardon my voice. I have flu. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, sweetheart, kindly smash that subscribe button, turn on the notification so you get notified each time I upload. And please give this video a thumb up. I appreciate you all so much, and I am saying a massive shout out to every one of you for all the support and love you all give me here. I am truly grateful. Thank you all so much. So I will be dropping what started the whole conversation here. And then it's amazing how colonizers, try to tell African Americans where they are from. And they are trying to correct this man, I mean the white man or the mixed man. And he is saying, I am not wrong, and I can never be wrong. Right? And it's amazing how people want to tell your stories. I mean, how can you tell somebody's stories better than the person? They are trying to tell you where they are from. They are African Americans. You are trying to tell them that they are not African Americans and giving them reasons why they are not African Americans. And I am asking, what the hell is going on? I mean, the audacity, the nerves, the caucasity is oozing. Like, you see how people are just gonna be ignorant and at the same time proud. This is how this white man is. He is ignorant and at the same time very proud. Send go to the screen. I am gonna roll this clip. We'll come back to talk about it, and I absolutely want to read all your comments. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. And shut up. I am rolling the clip.
Ma'am, I'm not wrong. I never am wrong. And you're not African American, because first off, the phrase African American was not turned until the 1980s. Second, to be African American, you must 1. Be born in an African nation and move to the US and become a US citizen. 2. You must be born and raised in the US to an African family that has been in the US for at least 2 to 5 generations. Or 3, you must move from the US to an African country and become a citizen of that African country. And I, as a mixed race person, will tell you, you go to Africa calling yourself African American, Africans will look at you like you're crazy.
I never am wrong. Sorry, you are wrong. That's not what that means. African Americans are descendants from slaves, period. We are our own ethnicity. We are an ethnic group. If you Google it, you took the time to send me a video response, but you didn't take the time to Google what African American is. And plus, Africans that immigrate here or first generations here, they go by whatever origin country they're from, plus American, i.e. Kenyan American, Ethiopian American, Nigerian American. They don't even like to be called African American. I guess you've been missing out on the diaspora wars. Hell, even Caribbean people don't like to be called African American. We're two different things, two different cultures, two different ethnic groups. Not the same. And you, a white man, is not going to tell me that I'm not African American because I wasn't born in Africa. Ma'am, I'm wrong. I never am wrong. Sorry, you are wrong. That's not what that means. African Americans are descendants from slaves, period. We are our own ethnicity. We are an ethnic group. If you Google it, you took the time to send me a video response, but you didn't take the time to Google what African American is.
You are not African. You are American. If you were born and raised in America, you are considered American. You're American. Tu sei americano o statunitense. Tu eri americano. And no, African American is not an ethnicity. That would be Afro-American. Afro-American, African American are two different things. If you go to Africa, any of the 54 countries in Africa, they will not consider you as an African American. They will consider you as American. And not only that, some of them will look at you like you're crazy, calling you an African American. And you tell me that I should use Google And I got this source from Google. And 78% of Black Americans prefer to be called Black and not African American. But by all means, continue.
Africans that immigrate here or first generations here, they go by whatever origin country they're from plus American, i.e. Kenyan American, Ethiopian American, Nigerian American. They don't even like to be called African American.
I don't know about that last part, but that is true. But many of them go by Kenyan American, Senegalese American, Nigerian American, so on and so forth, is because Africa is not a country, it is a continent. Afro refers to relating with Black Africans that are from Sub-Sahara Africa.
Been missing out on the diaspora wars.
I haven't, but continue.
Hell, even Caribbean people don't like to be called African American. We're two different things.
Well, no, duh, that's because they're not African American. And I, as a mixed race man that is partly Afro-Caribbean, being Dominican, knows this.
The same. And you, a white man, is not going to tell me that I'm not African American.
I never am wrong.
But you are. The Black American is its own ethnicity and its own ethnic group. And when I took my DNA test, and this was showed up in my communities, and I bet you this would not show up for any Black person that doesn't have ties to the American descendants of American chattel slavery. I also find it interesting, you come from the same group of people who complain about Hebrew Israelites telling y'all ain't real Jews and what y'all are and what y'all aren't. But you're sitting here trying to tell Black Americans what they are and what they aren't, and what Black American entails and what it doesn't. Sir, I'm going to need you to stay in your lane, because you have no idea what you're talking about. So I'm going to need you to stay in your little lane. Also, this isn't surprising. This is coming from somebody with a Dominican flag in their bio. Shocker.
I hate when white people or non-African American people try to tell African Americans about their ethnicity. You don't know more than us. Sit down and shut up and listen. Like, how ignorant can you be? Like, we're telling you that's not what an African American is. We're trying to explain to you, and you think you know more than us? As a white man? Come on, be so fucking for real. First things first, an African American is a descendant of an enslaved African in America. Do you know what that means? Do you understand? Do I have to break it down a little bit more for you? It is not an African who moves to America. I understand it may be confusing. I understand that. But that's not what that means. And another thing, when we tried to adopt a new ethnic name, aka Solons, y'all decided to shit on it. Okay? But y'all are over here trying to erase us. What sense, like, come on now, like.
Wrong. I never am wrong.
My question is, who the fuck is this white man to tell me what the fuck my ethnicity is? Who the fuck is you? You ain't even of African descent. You ain't even, you're not even of African descent to even try to talk to me. The fuck? Like, who are you? That I sus cut right a kake. Like, sir, have a fucking seat. And I like how you try to play divide and conquer and use African as a scapegoat. You're trying to use Africans in Africa as a scapegoat. Yeah, I see that little divide and conquer, them colonizer tactics. You ain't slick. Not slick at all. And the thing is, Afro and African means the same thing. You understand that? I am a descendant of Africans who were brought to America through chattel slavery. So I'm African American. Like, I don't understand if that makes your brain hurt. But listen here, colonizer. Don't speak on my... Why are you even speaking on my people in the first place? So go back to do whatever, you know, you do. And stay the fuck out of black people business. Period.
All right, this is all I was able to get from the stitches, and really, some people are very ignorant, and when I don't know how some people are gonna be ignorant and at the same time very proud. He said, "I am never wrong." Like, bro, how do you tell people what they are? You know, looking at you and telling you about you, and I don't want to accept what you are like. You know, you are telling me what I am, but I am telling you what you should be. I mean, how do people have this kind of audacity? I mean, the caucasity to come pure rubbish for people. I mean, it's kind of very, I don't know. I find this very a little bit hilarious because he is dead wrong, but he said he can never be wrong. I see how he can never be wrong. Thank you all so much for all the support, and I really appreciate you all. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.